if somebody could let me know that you can see me. Hi, SD. I can see that you're here and you've made friends with the like button, but I'm not sure if you've been able to hang around or not. So if somebody could let me know. Welcome to my live stream. My name is Emma Bennet and I write contemporary romances. I'm working on my NaNoWriMo project today. It is a new contemporary romance and it stars a ballet dancer who needs to learn to get more balance in her life. And she discovers the importance of family, friends, and love when she breaks her foot and worries that she may never be able to dance again. So yeah, if you are here, then let me know and let me know what you're going to be working on today if you're going to be joining me for some sprints. Right, so let's see who's shown up. So yeah, SD Hudson, she says, hello, made friends with the like button. Thanks, SD. It's lovely. I'm hoping to do another one of your streams soon. You tend to do them when it is late evening where I am in the UK. So that's really handy. I can come and join you after I've had my supper. And we also have Katie Elizabeth Daisy. What a pretty name. I don't think I've seen you in any of my live streams before, Katie. So let me know what you're going to be working on. And Hayley Marshall. Hello, Hayley. Hello. Going to try and get some morning writing done. Yeah, because it's am I right? It's about 8:30 where you are, or about 8 like yesterday. So I don't know if you've had your breakfast yet, but if you haven't, make sure you have a proper breakfast. It'll set you up for the day. ST Huston says, just doing some admin things like working on the book cover for my ebook box set coming out later this month. Oh, that's so cool. You do your own covers. That's so creative. My husband did some covers for me and he just found it so incredibly difficult and so incredibly fiddly. He did a brilliant, brilliant job. It was really, really great. And SD says, I have an appointment in less than 2 hours, so I'll have to leave out soon. Fair enough. Oh, and Lizzie Davies says, hi. Hi, yes, my friend Liz. She's not a writer, but maybe she's going to get some other things done while we're doing our sprints. Thanks for showing up, Liz. Right, I think if we get into to a sprint, that would be a good idea. We can get one underneath our belts nice and early. I'm hoping to be able to be on for about 3 hours today with a bit of luck, because I really need to be getting my words in. It's getting a little bit ridiculous at the moment. So yeah, let me just check that that's the wrong thing. Share this tab instead. There we go. That was funny, wasn't it? Let's see. Is that looking right? That's looking right now. Okay, right. So I will start the timer and I will chat to you again in 20 minutes. Happy Hiya, welcome back. I am so sorry that my camera seems to have messed up. I literally just had a message from the Wi-Fi supplier that we use saying that they're going to be doing work in our area today. So I'm guessing that that is what has happened. So I'm hoping that it will come back soon. Fingers crossed for that, because yeah, I can't see anything else that would be the reason for it, but it's super annoying. I'm guessing that you can still hear me, but if somebody could just confirm that that's the case, that would be brilliant. Let's go over to the chat and have a little look. So Katie Elizabeth Daisy says, was Katie Hewitt previously? Oh yeah, I know you, Katie. In the process of changing everything over to the name, I want to publish my book as there is already a writer called Kate Hewitt. Oh, that's so frustrating, isn't it? Really frustrating. That would drive me mad. Do you mind changing it? Are you happier with a different pen name? Yeah. Oh, really frustrating, but probably the best thing to do, because you don't want people getting confused between the two of you, do you? And oh yes, SD Huston, we were talking about your book cover that you're designing. She said, I did do these covers. I hired a designer for the first one. Then I made a mock-up for my second book to put up for Nano and liked it better than the one I hired out. Oh, a bit frustrating that you paid out for one and then you could do a better one yourself. But maybe that gave you kind of the ideas and the inspiration to do your own one, I guess. Right, who else? Oh, Tasneem says, hey, what are you working on? What are you up to? Are you doing Nano, or are you just working on another project today? And SD says, I have a video on my channel showing me making the third book cover. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. It'd be great to see how you do it. Did you use Canva or something like that? Because when my husband did mine, I think it was before the days of Canva. So yeah, there wasn't really much available. What else? And Tasneem says, SD Huston, I'll definitely check it out. Oh, that's nice. And SD says, thank you. Right. Okay. Brilliant. Oh, right. What a day I have had. It has just been crazy. Obviously, as per usual, I didn't manage to get any writing in before these sprints. But there you go. Never mind. We'll try and catch up now. I'm hoping to do at least 2,000 words today, but we would just have to see how that goes. Had a crazy hour before coming live for you guys. 2 of my kids have got artwork being shown in an art show in our town today, so it wasn't until 1 o'clock. So I quickly ran down there with them, grabbed some snacks, had a look at all their artwork. My youngest, the artwork that he was presenting was called Grumpy Sheep. It was fabulous, and walked the dogs really quickly. Came back, realized I had 15 minutes left, so I thought, oh, okay, I'll quickly just run around and sort out the washing and things. And the rotary line outside collapsed in the middle of the washing being hung up on it. So yeah, that was absolutely great fun. So let's just hope it calms down more now. SD says, I use GIMP, which is a free software mostly comparable to Photoshop, and I use royalty-free, totally free pictures. Awesome. I kept the green watercolor background from the artist I hired. Right, so the bits that you did then were completely free, which is awesome, because I think it can get really expensive if you're buying images, even if you decide that you're going to design your cover yourself. So that's really cool. I am looking forward to seeing the end result. Right. Well, what I would do is I will go back into another 20-minute sprint, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be able to see my face properly when we come back. Okay. So yeah, I will speak to you again in 20. Hello, welcome back. How did that go for everybody? Yeah, sorry that it all went a bit off towards the beginning of it, but I have managed to get the Wi-Fi sorted out. I reset it and it all seems to be working really well now, so you get to see my face moving around. So what a pleasure that is for you. Right, let's have a little look at the chat, and yeah, let me know if you were doing some writing during that session. Then yeah, let me know what you were writing and how that went for you. Over in the chat, SD, if you weren't here before the sprint, SD was saying that she's been designing a book cover, and she was saying what stuff she used. If you want the details of that, just scroll up further up the chat. That she says, yep, all free. I spent a lot of money on editing. Oh, right. Yeah, I know that can get really, really pricey, but you know, a good editor, worth their weight in gold. It's so hard to edit your own work. Like absolutely impossible, in my opinion. Laura Nettles has joined us. Hello, Laura. Thank you for joining. She says, working the day job but mulling over my story. Yeah, some of the best ideas come while we're like doing other things, doesn't it? And you kind of working out what's going to happen next. And that means that when you actually get to sit down and write later, it will all kind of be set and you'll be able to write all the more. And Laura says, I was editing until 2:30 a.m. since I couldn't sleep. Sent the 2 chapters off to alpha readers for help. Oh, that's really nice. What is the difference between alpha readers and beta readers? Like, I mean, I have people who read through my stuff, and I now call them beta readers because I've heard that term, and I guess that was the right term. What's an alpha one? Is that someone who really looks at it in a very raw state, as opposed to looking through it when it's in its completed state? I don't know. If anybody can explain the difference to me, I would be very, very interested to know about that. So I think I'm on about 18,000 words. Oh, this is such a nice warm cup of tea that my husband bought me in the middle of the sprint. I'm on about 18,000 words for NaNoWriMo at the moment. I'm doing the traditional 50,000 words for November. So I am actually kind of ahead, if you like, if you divide it up equally. With the 30 days, but I know I'm not going to be able to write every day for the 30 days. So I do want to be getting a little bit higher with my word counts again. At the beginning of Nano, I actually managed one day that was over 3,000 words, which is an awful lot for me. And there were a couple of days that were like 2,500, but it has dropped down. Yesterday was 1,500, which is like an amazing writing day for me. I don't normally write that much, but it ain't going to be enough for Nano now, is it? So yeah, I need at least 2,000 today, I reckon, to give me that little bit of a buffer. Yeah, definitely. Right. Oh, thank you. Laura Nettles has explained. She says alpha readers read the first draft usually. Oh, okay. So that would be like my husband, for example. He would be my alpha reader because he reads through my first draft, and then when it's in a completed stage, then I have other people that I send it off to for kind of checking over the plot and the characters and things like that. Thank you for explaining that. Yeah, you have to really trust the person that you send the first draft to, don't you? Yeah. I wouldn't be happy for many people to see one of my first drafts. Right. Juanita K says, I've always wondered what the alpha versus beta thing was about. Well, there you go. Now we know. And hello, Juanita. Thank you so much for coming and joining in the sprints today. It is lovely to see you. And Laura Nettle says, I sent them draft 1, 5 chapters, still haven't finished a full draft, so I'm calling them alpha readers. Yeah, well, as long as you know what they are. Doesn't matter, does it? It just happens sometimes on YouTube. We need to be able to like use the correct terms for things that we hadn't really thought of before. It's just kind of what we do with our writing, isn't it? Right. Okay. Hopefully everybody is ready for another little Sprint, I'm not using Google Docs today because yesterday it was being a complete pain with the internet and was taking ages to kind of load. I was typing things, it was taking a few seconds for it to come in. So I'm actually using this kind of text file thing today. So it's pretty old school, but I thought it's very undistracting. You're literally just typing it. So I thought I'd give that a go and see, but it doesn't have like an automatic word count. So I'm not quite sure how many words I did last writing sprint, but I will see at the end, I guess. Okay, so I will chat to you guys again in 20 minutes. Happy sprinting. Hi guys, welcome back. How did that sprint go for you? Yeah, it was pretty good for me. Not a huge word count. I'm writing a scene where my hero has he's getting out his old Xbox 360. I just wanted there to be like a little bit of a cute way that my hero and heroine could kind of bond over something, and yeah, I thought that that could be quite fun, but I was needing to look up when, well, first of all, when the Xbox 360 was first released, and also when the game that I wanted them to be able to play was released, so that it didn't mess around with my timeline too much. So that took up a little bit of time, but I think that I've managed to get it so that it fits in, and it's turning into a really, really cute little scene. They're bonding, they're beginning to fancy each other quite a lot. So that is really, really good fun to read. I love that. So Juanita K, looking in the chat, Juanita K has transformed into Juanita's Creative Corner. I figured that that it was you. So it was on the wrong account. Yeah, fair enough. It is lovely to have you here in whatever guise you choose to come in. Yeah, so what are you all up to today? All of my boys and my husband are here at the moment, which is why I sometimes have to stop the camera during the sprint so they can go up and down the stairs. But they are going to be going out in about 45 minutes. They're going climbing again today. They've got a like a month's membership to a climbing center that was very kindly given to them by my mum. So yeah, they're looking forward to that. They went yesterday, but they managed not to push themselves too hard because they haven't been for a while. And I don't know if you ever do climbing, but it rips your hands to shreds if you leave it for a little while and then you go back to it. So my husband kind of said, don't go too crazy on the first day, because you know, if you really, really rip your hands to shreds, then you're not going to be able to go again for a little while. So pace yourselves. My youngest, though, does have a very impressive blister on his big toe from his climbing shoes, because he's got brand new climbing shoes that he got for his birthday, and they're very, very tough. So yeah, it's very impressive. He's wanting to burst it, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Katie says, I'm off to pick up my niece from school, hopefully pop back on for the next sprint. Oh, you're so lucky. I wish I could pick up my little niece from school. She's a little sweetheart, and it would be so fun to meet her at the school gates. I bet your niece will be really looking forward to seeing you, and hopefully we will see you back here in a little while. Okie dokes. Right, I think then that I am going to go into another sprint. I hope that's okay with everyone, because I'm really enjoying doing this scene and I'm kind of in the flow, so I'm not wanting to leave it for very long. But yeah, if anybody else comes and joins, make sure that you introduce yourself in the chat, and I will have a little bit more of a chat with you guys in 20 minutes. Hello, welcome back. How did that go? It was pretty good for me, but like I said, I'm writing in this like very basic text thing, so I don't actually know how many words I've done until I put it in to into my Google document. But that'll be kind of fun to see at the end of the day. It'll either be really depressing or really, really cheerful. So let's have a little look and see what's going on in the comments. Make sure that you share what you've been up to in your sprints. And if you know your word counts, we always like to cheer on a good or a bad word count. It really doesn't matter here. We're just happy to get any words down on the page. So we have, Julie has joined us. Hello, Julie. She says, good morning, Emma. I hope you all have a good day. It's actually afternoon here. It is like 22:04 here in the UK, but it's a much nicer day today. It hasn't actually rained today. It's amazing. I haven't been wet today. It's brilliant. So yeah, it's actually pretty nice and a little bit warmer. It seems there was a bit of sunshine when I took the dogs out earlier today. It was really, really nice. And Julie says, I've been editing since 9 this morning. Very nice. Good work. How's it going? Is it coming along? Are you happy with what you've managed to do? I discovered Julie's YouTube channel. I don't know, maybe about a month ago. It's quite a new one, isn't it? And Julie is a member of my author tubers, helping author tubers group on Facebook, which is just a really, really lovely, cozy community. And I can ask all kinds of stupid questions on there, and everybody's just really kind and, and very, very helpful with their answers, and just kind of supporting each other, subscribing to each other's channels, and make sure that we're commenting on each other's videos and things like that. It's just really, really nice. It's lovely to have that little community where either if you're having a good day or a bad day, you can just kind of go and everybody understands, everybody understands. If YouTubers randomly just removed, 8 people who were subscribed to you for no apparent reason, you can just go and have events and everyone will go, oh, I know, it happened to me, complete nightmare. Or if you just don't know how to do something, like I wasn't sure how to get like the little NaNoWriMo stickers to be able to put on my thumbnails, and everybody was so helpful there, giving me loads of advice. So so kind. If you are an author tuber, come over and join. It's called Author Tubers, helping author tubers, and it's a Facebook group, and it's really lovely. The Shadows Lair says, good morning. It's so lovely because I've done a few of these now. I'm seeing like some of the same people every day and kind of seeing what they're up to and how their stuff's progressing. Alas, I am still working on that planner. That's not all that long. Come on, it's only been a few days. Well, a few days that I know about. Maybe it has been a lot longer than that. But, it's good to get it exactly right. And then, stick it on Amazon. And you never know, you might sell thousands and thousands of them. So it's better to do it. It's better to do it properly. I'm more of a just get it done person. I'm not a perfectionist at all. But sometimes it pays to be a perfectionist, especially when it's like with a planner for your kids. I think that's something that you should be a perfectionist about. Katie's back. I just got rained on the school run. Started as I left the house, stopped as I got back home. Typical. Oh, that's the worst, isn't it? Although I am 42 years old, but I do still love me a good puddle. I love to wear my wellies. I've got really, really nice wellies, and I do love to have a splash in a puddle. As long as I'm wearing my wellies, I still cannot resist a decent puddle. I'm sure that your niece was pleased to see you anyway. And Julie says, oh, good, we're facing storms today, so hoping to get some more done before the rains come. Oh dear, are they going to be bad storms? In the UK, we don't really have storms like you guys do. Sometimes we do get some flooding, especially in recent years, it seems, but it's nothing like what you guys face over on the other side of the Atlantic. And Julie says, yes, actually, I finished 2/3 of the edit and happy with it so far. Oh, brilliant. Well done. I really don't like editing very much. Yeah, I just don't. Especially, well, no, regular edits I'm fine with, but when it gets to the point where you're like, oh, I've completely messed up the sequence of this, or these scenes would be better moved around here, that's when I get really, really stressed, when you have to move around big chunks of text. I'm always worried that I've lost a bit, or that I've haven't remembered to take one bit out that is now in the wrong place. And and don't get me started on copy edits. Oh my goodness, copy edits. They take so long and they're so boring. They're so boring. They really, really are. But they have to be done so that we end up with a good product, don't they? So I shouldn't really be complaining. All parts of being an author are wonderful in their own way. Right, okay, I am going to start another sprint now. I'm pleased with how this is going, although I am concerned because I don't know my word count. Maybe after all these sprints, I've only written like 200 words, but at least I'm cheerful about only writing that number of words. So I'm going to start the timer now, and I shall speak to you again in 20 minutes. Hola, amigos. Welcome back. How did that sprint go for you? Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Sorry that I had to keep stopping the camera during that. I had people walking back and forth. They're beginning to get ready to go off for their climbing. So there's lots of business in the house. I have one of my dogs has got he's got underneath the table and he's got his paw on my foot as I was writing, and it just feels so nice. They're so sweet. And it's also nice and warm because it's getting quite chilly here again today. Oh, I don't have my blanket today. Oh, I should have thought of that. I should have made sure I got my blanket before we started. Okay, so yeah, let me know how that sprint went for you. I don't think we've been having any word counts really today. I don't think that there's actually people working particularly on Nano today. People seem to be doing like editing and designing and all kinds of other things, but I would love to know how your Nano stuff is going. If anybody watching is doing Nano, if you're watching this after the live stream as a replay, then make sure that you put your word counts down in the comments, because I'd really like to know how you're doing. I really like to hear that these live sprints have been helping people. Right, so let's go and have a look in the chat. Right, so Judy, yeah, we were talking about there's some storms coming. She says, for us here, it's hard to say, but it's a minimal hurricane for the East Coast. Golly, hurricanes. We don't get hurricanes in the UK. We had a hurricane back in like, what year was it? It was about 1988, something like that, 87, 88. And my dad had to get to work the day after the hurricane, and he set off to work, and trees had come down across the road, so he wasn't able to get through. And so my dad, being my dad, he drove across Clapham Common in South London, like right across the park. And because he'd done it, a whole load of other people followed him. So there was this convoy of cars going across the park, kind of weaving in and out of the trees that had come down, so that he was able to get to work. That was the kind of thing my dad used to do, like quite regularly. Right, and Julie says, neither do I. I think that's talking about, she was saying that she's editing, and I was saying that I'm not particularly fond of editing, and particularly copy editing, and she says I hate that too. Yeah, I think everybody hates copy editing, don't they? Maybe there's some kind of perfectionist types who really enjoy copy editing because it's making sure that everything's perfect, but all those thousands of little things that you have to accept or whatever, yeah, nope. Right, Juanita is editing a video today, a video for YouTube. I'm assuming. What's the video about? Is it a Nano one? I was going to do like just one Nano video a week, like Nano Diary, and then something else for my other video. But I've got quite a lot of Nano footage, and I think that is what people are kind of wanting to see at the moment and what people are enjoying. So I do 2 videos a week. So yeah, I'm thinking that I might, at least for this week, I might make both of them Nano Diary things, because I think I've got like 5 days, including today's worth of like little bits of footage to put together, or maybe I'll save it up. I don't know. I've also got a video which I've already done, which is just like a little short video. It's some affirmations for doing NaNoWriMo in particular, to kind of get you in the right mood for writing. So yeah, that could be quite nice to put up as well. Maybe I'll put that one up on Friday, and I'll hang on to the Nano Diary stuff for a bit longer and do like a longer one with a longer period of time. What do you guys think? Or do you think it'd be better just to do a video of like 5 days so that it's not too long? I tend to like videos that are kind of between about 10 and 20 minutes long. Some of the ones that are like 45 minutes, I don't know, it's too long sometimes. It depends what the people are doing, I guess, but the shorter ones tend to be what I would rather watch. Shadows Lair says, I'm trying to find quotes in my work to put on the bottom of my planner pages. Make sure that you put something from Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, make sure that you put something from Winnie the Pooh and something from Paddington Bear, because they're both very wise bears. And I think that quotes from them would be a great addition to your planner. That would be my advice. There we go. Julie says, I got through the first 1,200 words of the chapter I'm working on. Well done. That is awesome. And I hope you're happy with it. And Juanita says, now that is a true trail setter. Well, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. What's a true trail setter? I'm not sure what that's like referring to. Can you let me know? Because I'd love to know what is the true trail setter. And I'm obviously just not following. Sorry. Julie says, that's a pain but funny. It could be worse. Yeah, it could definitely be worse. And Vanita says, it's just a vlog. It's not just a vlog. Vlogs are really, really hard to do. Like vlogs, I swear, are going to be the end of my marriage. Little Nano, little search for a new coffee shop. Oh, lovely. I love finding a new coffee shop. Can we have a little bit of a preview, a spoiler? Did you find a good coffee shop? I'd love to know. And Julie says, I didn't film yesterday, but I made you another little vlog today. I've been trying to just do like a little bit of filming every evening when I finish working, even if it's just like a minute or something of footage. Thing is, because it's so dark at that point, though, I'm a bit worried that the quality isn't as good. But because they're just like little short ones, I think it's fine. And I think that people do actually like to see you at the moment, you know, when in the middle of Nano, when you've just finished for the day and you're a bit tired and it's dark, it kind of adds to it, doesn't it? As opposed to, like, you know, if you're sitting there like all perfectly lit and everything and not completely exhausted and fed up of writing. And it kind of makes it more fun during Nano. Right. And Juanita says, Trail said, when you talked about your father driving, oh, there we go. Sorry. Yep. Driving through the park. Trailblazer may be a better term. No, yeah, he was definitely a trail setter or a trail blazer. Yeah. He was the kind of guy that would cheer in the cinema and things. Dreadfully embarrassing, but very, very funny to look back on as an adult. Julie says, it's up to you. Doing 5-in-1 video does take the stress off you not having to upload every day. Yeah, I'm not actually going to upload them every day because I'd find that too much. But I was kind of just wondering whether I should just do my 2 videos a week. Should I do like one video as kind of 3 or 4 days and then the other video is like 3 or 4 days of Nano? Or should I do it more like one of 7 days of Nano and then a different video? I'm just not sure. And Juanita says 0 of 2. Yeah, Julie, thank you. Yes, so far I am. So she's pleased with her editing there. Love. Julie says, I film when my hubby's not home. My hubby's usually home. He loves home and he works from home. So, yeah, there's not much hope of that. My husband's very useful, though, because he's very good at setting up lights and things. So sometimes I don't have time to set up like proper lights and things, just because we have a really busy house. There's 6 of us living here and 2 big dogs. So I kind of have to grab the opportunity to film whenever I get it. So I don't always have the luxury of kind of spending half an hour setting it up with like good lighting and exactly. It's more like, is it tidy behind me? Let's stick the lights on overhead. Let's open up the curtains and let's roll with it and do the best that we can, because sometimes that is all we can do. Okay, right. I will go in for another 20-minute sprint. We are doing so well with these sprints today. I can't wait to see what my word count is going to be. All right, I'll speak to you again in 20 minutes. Hello, welcome back from the sprint. How was that one? That was not the greatest for me. It was a little bit disrupted with people finally going out to climbing and kind of helping them get all sorted and things. And the dogs are all like wiggling around now. And we also needed to get the rubbish out for the night, because the rubbish is going tomorrow morning, and I didn't want to do it when it was dark, because that is no fun at all. Right, so let's go and have a look in the chat. Let me know how that sprint went for you. Oh, Julie is popping off to get some snacks. I may be back. Oh, I hope you are back, and I hope you get some good snacks. I want to know what you're having. Something really good. I had some good snacks earlier at this art show that two of my boys were having some of their art exhibited at. There was some nice stuff. There were mozzarella sticks. There were like these big prawn things. There was some olives and like tomatoes and basil and cheese, like all put together, and a cocktail stick. Yeah, it was not bad, not too shabby at all. We enjoyed that. And the Shadows Lair says, I meant to clarify, I was pulling quotes from my own fantasy writings. Oh, okay. Because that was what my kids asked for. Oh, that's so sweet. Always nice when your kids are also your fans. Oh, that's so lovely that they asked for quotes from your own writing. Oh, that's absolutely lovely. What a special thing for you to be able to do for them. And also, if you are going to stick it on Amazon, how cool. Like, people who are fans of your writing can have a planner with quotes from your writing in. I love that. That is brilliant. I had a really cool email today, and it contained the next of my covers for my books that are being released this month. So there are 3 books, being released this month. Those are books that have been previously published, and they are being republished by my new publishers, Joffrey Books, and they seem to be doing an absolutely brilliant job. So the first one was published, what are we today? Oh, just like last week, last Friday, and that was Her Perfect Hero, and that had a lovely autumnal cover because it is set in the autumn, so it really fits this time of year. And then the second one, which is going to be out, I think, next Friday, I think they said, is The Green Hills of Home. And it's got a really, really lovely kind of springtime cover, springtime, summertime kind of cover, because that's when that one's set. And they kind of, it's very much the same style, so it's lovely. They're like, it works really well as a brand together, and they're going to look so nice on my bookshelf when my author copies arrive soon. So that was lovely to see that, because I was so pleased with the Her Perfect Hero one, and I couldn't wait to see the other one. So that one's coming out next week, and then after that is going to be His Secret Daughter, but I haven't seen the cover for that one yet. And then in December it's Starstruck, and then the new one that hasn't been published anywhere before, Falling in Love at Nightingale Farm, is going to be out in January. So I think all the covers are going to look really, really nice all together. And I'm thoroughly looking forward to that. Right, I reckon that I have got one more sprint in me, and that will bring us up to the kind of 3-hour mark for this stream. So let's go and do one more final sprint, and see if we can get some more words done. And so I will chat to you again in 20 minutes. Hello, welcome back. How did that go for everybody? Was that productive? That was a really good one for me. And I just managed to finish a telephone call that I was writing up just as the timer finished. So that was that was really nicely timed for me. Let's have a look and see what has been going on in the chats. Or let me just get rid of the 20-minute writing sprint banner. There we go. Right. So Julie says, what she says? She says, cool, congrats. That's about, if you weren't here before the sprint, I was just saying that my publishers had sent me the new cover for one of my books that I'm having published with them. And I was really, really pleased with it. I think I'm going to do a cover reveal in my next YouTube video, actually, on Friday. I think I'll combine it with like a NaNoWriMo diaries kind of thing. Katie, she said 300 words for me in that one. So that was the sprint before this one. First day, feeling well enough this month. So I'm loving it. Oh, yes, I saw earlier on Instagram, I think it was, that you hadn't been well. I was sorry to hear that, but glad that you're feeling better now. Anyway, I hate being ill. I'm completely useless at it. Julie said, I republished one. I got rights back, and that's always exciting. Yeah, I think one of them, The Green Hills of Home, I think this will be its 4th cover now. It's had quite a long history, that one. So yeah, that was the one that I got the new cover for today. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that that's cover number 4 for that one. So maybe, yeah, that could make quite a fun like short, couldn't it? If I showed all the covers for them. I've done that before months ago, but obviously I've got the new covers now to add in. Really looking forward to when I get my author copies through for those. And then Katie also said, love the new cover for Her Perfect Hero, lined it up on Kindle as my next read. Oh, thank you, Katie. Yeah, I really like the cover as well. And I was really pleased as well because the reviews managed to get moved over by Amazon onto the new editions without me having to do anything, because I seem to remember that when I'd done it before, when I've done a new edition before myself, when I self-published them, there was something that I needed to do with Amazon and my publishers weren't sure, but then when I went to go and check, it had already been done. So that was a really nice surprise, and hopefully it will be that easy with all of the other ones as well. Yeah, and I really hope that you enjoy it. Right, okay, so after 3 hours, I'm going to go and give my dog some attention. I'm not going to say the word of what I'm going to give them, but it is time for them to eat. So, but if I say any more than that, then they'll start going crazy. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And it's now dark and I've got like 3 loads of washing out on my broken rotary line, so I need to go and retrieve that as well. I will be back again tomorrow at 2 o'clock doing more live streams. I'm just finding this is really, really helping with my nano word count, and I hope that it's helping you guys as well. So Juanita says, that's a good idea. I like seeing book covers trends change so often. Yeah, I'm really a fan of the illustrated covers, and that's what I've got for these ones. But my best-selling book, Her Secret Daughter, that had a photograph cover, which was really lovely, but I'm guessing they're going to go with illustrated this time, you know, so that it matches the other ones. But yeah, it is nice to see how the trends change, isn't it? Well, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you are an AuthorTuber and if you would like to join my Facebook group, AuthorTubers Helping AuthorTubers, make sure that you hop over to Facebook and find that. It would be lovely to have you over there. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow if you are free to join again. Yeah, and Katie says, love sprinting with you today. Thank you for hosting, Emma. No problem, Katie, and I hope that you're feeling even better tomorrow. Yeah, see you soon. Bye.